Hello and welcome to another update video about Gala. While Gala's breakout did not fully materialize yesterday, probably affected by the downturn on the BTC chart, Gala is still holding well and has not broken the previously communicated trend line. I've adjusted it slightly, but it's either way, it's not broken. And also, it hasn't broken below any of the previous swing lows. So while the initial breakout has lost some momentum, it's not, the scenario and my perspective on this chart, well, hasn't changed at all, okay? Few things to mention here about Gala. So I mentioned that if we get a sustained break above 3.5 cents, the 5-cent level would likely be the next target. Gala is a great example why breakout trading isn't great in crypto. You get lots of breakout failures, even though this was not a dramatic one. But that's why I typically emphasize pullback trading. Now, the problem here on the Gala chart, I can't really give you any clear pullback zones because the structure is a bit unclear. It's just unclear. It's just even the last rally here was just in 3 waves. So I'll tell you, we'll talk about a few scenarios, but honestly, the microstructure is extremely unclear to me. Well, it doesn't mean I couldn't show you structures. See, I can. The question is just, how reliable is it? So whatever I show you in terms of microstructure on the Gala chart, it's likely gonna require some revisions when we look at it from an Elliott wave point of view, which is why I try to keep it simple. Try to tell you that, okay, I've got a potential A wave here, which peaked around the 29th of November. I've got a possible B wave low here on the 30th of November, and this could just be simply a C wave now. And that assumption is valid as long as this B wave low is holding and the price holds above 2.47 cents. As long as that's the case, I could easily justify this as a C wave to the upside, even though that will become less likely below 2.69 cents. Then, what would happen then? I mean, it could simply reset the B wave lower, no problem. Okay, so therefore, it's not a very reliable chart for trading the micro, in my opinion, unless you use the trend line here, maybe, the breakout point, things like that. But from an Elliott wave point of view, I think it's tricky, to be honest. I think it's tricky. You can still use the swing lows. We can make some assumptions, and you can use the key levels like the invalidation points as levels to get out. But I still see it as likely that if we get the sustained break above 3.5 cents, it can quite quickly move to 5 cents, which probably would have happened had Bitcoin not started to come down and actually follow our C wave to the downside that we talked about in the Bitcoin video. So, I mean, what could this be? If really, I'm looking at this as a larger A wave, which is an ABC structure. So best I can do really at the moment is to say that, this could have been a wave 1, this here wave 2, and this now might be a third wave unfolding for 5. It would have to be, though, an ending diagonal. And these themselves are very noisy, okay? So they will change a lot. Reason I tell you that is because the rally was, you could argue it's 5 waves, to be honest. I just see that when we zoom in here. But that's not a problem. That doesn't change anything. So it could be, wave 1 to the upside, wave 2 down. See, the wave 3 would be an ABC structure, like the wave 1 as well, A, B, C. Because we're dealing with a diagonal, okay? So that means the invalidation point that we've got here is the wave 2 low, 2.7 cents basically, for this assumption. And at some point the B wave needs to turn to the upside. It could hit the trend line, then go target for wave 3. We calculate that by taking the length of wave 1. We go to the low of the wave 2. And I'd like to see normally the area sort of around 4.18 cents and 4.78 cents in this case. So between the 1.236 extension and the 1.618 extension. That would be ideal for wave 3. But be aware this could easily change. I mean, what would happen if we break below this level there, the wave 2 low at 2.7 cents? Well, I would argue wave 2 was probably never finished. And then you have an A down, an overshooting B wave, C wave down. It would just reset the wave 2 a little lower. But then the real invalidation point will be this B wave low that we talked about. So this is just noise, but it gives you maybe a few levels to watch, a bit of an orientation of where we are. But don't think this is a highly reliable wave count. It's likely going to change a bit. Let me actually change the wave degree of the numbers here, and then we'll see how that goes. Yeah, but yeah, I don't, we haven't taken out any previous swing lows, so a few of you got concerned that, okay, is this a failed breakout? Well, at the moment it is failed, yeah, but it doesn't mean we have to come down or so. I mean, the uptrend is still pretty much valid, making higher highs, higher lows, even though my warning is and has been that just the microstructure isn't terribly clear. That's my update about Gala. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.